Get started. My name is Sarah Limberg. I'm the Associate Director for Admissions here at Mary Wash. Proud Mary Washington graduate as well. And tonight you are here for our economics session. As a reminder, you are in the meeting format of Zoom, so our panelists can hear and see you. So we do ask that you remain muted while they are presenting. And then at the end, with any questions and answers, you're welcome to unmute. We are recording this evening, so if you would like to remain off video, keep that in mind. If you don't want your video or picture to show in a presentation, that's going to be recorded and placed on YouTube. So totally up to you on whether you have your video on or off. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Professor Lee.
Thank you. So welcome to the economics info session. My name is Don Lee. I am a faculty here at economics department, and I'm also the assistant chair for the economics department. So what I will, and also, I'd like to introduce my student, Aspen. She's a senior here, and she's here to help me out, and also to answer any questions that you might have about economics department and what's it like to be an econ major at UMW. All right, so just give me a second. Okay. All right. Okay, so here's the, just a second. I prepared for a really brief presentation to introduce the economics department to all of you, and also to talk about the two majors that we offer in our department. So the first one, the first major that we offer is the traditional economics major. This is where you take, these principles of micro and macro, and microeconomic theory, macroeconomic theory, and some econometrics courses to get the major. And it's the traditional economics major that is offered by many universities, starting from last year, we started to also offer applied economics. The course requirements for this major is there's a lot of overlap. You also need to take principles of micro and macro, and some stats course, and micro theory, but also there are some courses that are only unique to applied economics. And we decided to offer this major starting from last year because there are many students that are also more interested in the application side of economics. So this major will focus more on application of economic theory and models, and it's more related to understanding economics and using it in firms and business. So that's the new major that we started to offer since last year. And like I said, economics major is the traditional major that we offer. So this is about applying your economic theory to a variety of issues, as is seen here. For applied econ major, its focus is more on the application aspect of economics, and how economics can be used to analyze firm activities and many other activities and industry activities. So that's the new major that we started to offer since last year. And just on our slide about what, if you're wondering what economics can teach you, it can teach you how to think critically, how to be effective in solving complex problems, how to explain the world around you, and how to analyze and draw conclusions from data, and real world financial, and how to understand real world financial skills. What makes UMW economics so special? We have great professors with industry experience and strong academic backgrounds. We have a very tight-knit community of students and professors. We offer there are Econ club and honor societies that we can offer that can strengthen your skills and relationships between students and faculty, and also a really strong network of alumni who are ready to and willing to assist current students in their career prospects. So that's why we believe our program is really strong. And also we offer many outside of class activities. And we also encourage undergraduate research. So what I have been doing before the pandemic is take students to participate in economic scholars program that's offered by the Federal Reserve Bank in Dallas. And this is where I first applied for undergraduate research to the university, got the funding to support the students to go to this conference. And this is where students present their research in economics and also interact with students from other colleges and universities. So that's the one outside of class activity that we offer. And also Dr. Greenlaw has been taking students to Eastern Economic Association Conference. This is where students present their research and also interact with other faculty from other universities and students. And it's held in either in Boston, New York, or DC. And as you can see, we also have other fun activities. We've for the Giving Day, we've made an effort with fun challenges to help raise money. We also have these experiential learning courses, such as FED Challenge, where students are proactive in learning and also are more participative in learning economics. So for example, for this FED Challenge, students actually participate in this in this conference that's sponsored by the Federal Reserve Bank of Richmond, where they do research on macroeconomic policy and actually compete with other students from other colleges and universities. Yeah, and we also do lots of department events and like end of year reception and picnic. So yeah, that's the brief overview of our department. And I just have one more, another just flyer that I wanted to share. Now, if since you guys all have shared your email address with us, so I can also email this to you guys. Oops, just a second. This is not. Yeah, there we go. All right, so this is a flyer for our department. It has very comprehensive information about the types of awards and honors and awards that we offer, research opportunities, internship opportunities, and past internship places that students did internship in, and information about career opportunities, our faculty information, and major minor requirements. Okay, so that was the my brief presentation about our department. Yes, we will definitely send you a copy of that, and also the presentation as well. Aspen, do you want to talk a little bit about the Econ Club and OED activity?
Yeah, I'd love to. So first off, I want to say great presentation, Dr. Lee. I really liked the slide about what makes UMW Econ so special, and every point you said on there, I totally agree with. My time at UMW has been so great in the Econ department, and I'm really sad to graduate and leave. But while I've been in the department, I got involved in Econ Club in ODE. So I'll talk first about Econ Club. Let me just share. I made a flyer right before. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Let's see. Okay, so Econ Club is really great. It's a really good way to get to know students in the department. And like we do a lot of fun stuff. This year it's been a little weird because we've been on Zoom. So mostly we've been doing discussions, and our members of the club get to vote on discussion topics. And then it's like really casual. You don't have to do a ton of like studying or preparation for these discussions. It's just sort of talking about economic issues, a lot of current events. We've been talking a lot. We've had like multiple discussions about COVID-19 and how that has influenced the economy, and it's a lot of fun. And you get to hear a lot of perspectives that you wouldn't have heard otherwise. So I really love that aspect of it. Since UMW will probably be on campus next year, I assume like Econ Club is going to be even more fun because like they go on trips generally. They play games. I know the past officers have, thank you, Sarah, for that, have designed like games and things like that to get people involved. And actually, I think last year before COVID, they did like free food at the meetings. So people would come, hang out, get to know each other, and then talk econ, which is like always fun, if you're interested in it, of course. Also, another really great opportunity that you can get involved with at UMW is Omicron Delta Epsilon, or ODE. This is an International Honor Society for Economics. It looks really great on a resume, and it's really awesome. For my induction, they had Dr. Hansen come in and talk about her experiences in econ and like all of her job experiences and where she went with her degree, and things like that are pretty common for this organization. Again, because of COVID this year, things have been weird, but next year it's really going to be a lot of fun. It is a little bit competitive. You have to have I think a 3.2 to be admitted, and a certain level of classes in econ to be into this honor society, but it's really a great opportunity. And I'm actually vice president of ODE, and it has led to networking outside of Mary Washington. So just recently I reached out to someone who went to a completely different college, who's in my dream job right now. And because she was a member of this International Honor Society, I was able to reach out to her, and I have that relationship now that's going to help me out in the future. So things like ODE and Econ Club are super great for networking and getting to know people for after college, as well as just having that group experience during college. Also, so I brought some props for you guys to look at. So I'm graduating. Dr. Lee mentioned that I'm a senior. Because I'm in ODE, I ordered a stole to graduate with, and it says honor and ODE on it, which is really cool. Also, if you're a member of ODE, you get a certificate for the organization, which is really cool. And just overall, ODE, Econ Club, and the department in general has made my experience at UMW so much greater than I ever expected. I actually transferred to UMW, and I was pretty discouraged after my initial college experience at a different college. So coming to Mary Washington and creating these relationships with the faculty and the other students in econ has been just amazing. I can't say enough good things about it. I can link, so I'll put in the chat these the documents here. If you want to check out those flyers again, you're more than welcome to. And if it's okay, Sarah and Dr. Lee, I'd love to share my email in case they have questions after the presentation as well.
Yeah.
Put that in here.
And I also, yeah, type in my email as well, in case you have any questions for me too. So that's my email address, td6@umw.edu. Thanks, Aspen. So I guess it's Q&A time now. So you two of you guys have any questions for me or for Aspen about economics or what's it like to be an econ major at UMW? What percentage of econ graduates work in their field? So econ graduates actually find jobs in many different fields. It's not actually limited to, for some, definitely they go to graduate schools and, really study economics, or some go to law school and do graduate work. But a lot of them don't end up in econ specific job. They find jobs in various firms, private sector and public sector, and do find jobs in consulting firms as well. And so I think that's really the advantage of majoring in economics. It's you're not really limited to jobs that's directly related to economics. There's a lot of demand for econ majors because when you get an econ major, it's all about being able to better do critical thinking and analyze data and problem solving. So there is a good demand for econ majors in various sectors. Any other questions? Yeah, you can unmute and ask us, or you can type it in the chat.
Hi, we just had a quick question, and I know it's on the paper that you're going to kindly email to us, but can you just tell us some of the internship firms or companies who your students to work with?
Sure. Actually, let me share that right now on the screen. So let's see, is there any way I can make it bigger? So here on the flyer, we have a few past internship, just we listed 4, but there are a lot more. For example, I mean, usually what happens with the internship is that students will find an internship opportunity, and then they will come to the professor to get and do it during the summer and also get a credit for it. And I've advised, a student last year who got the internship at the Chamber of Commerce for Hispanics Chamber of Commerce, and another student a couple of years ago had an internship at a consulting firm in China. And so there's a variety of opportunities that are out there. And as long as it's somewhat related to economics, we're pretty supportive of supporting the internship and advising internship, so that students can also get a credit for it as well. So yeah, we have a few listed here, but there's a lot of opportunities that are out there. Yeah, we had some students get an internship at the Federal Reserve Bank in Richmond too. So did that answer your question? Great. Yeah, and I also like to add that we have our own house. department is all the offices for the Econ faculty is housed in what we call Econ House, and we have a basement, right, for students to hang out, and kitchen and refrigerator, and we have a lot of events here, and students can hang out here at the house as well, and interact with other students and the faculty too. So that's another perk of being an econ major. You get to be in a house where you can interact with other econ majors and also econ faculty.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. If you look at the background of my picture, it's actually in there as well. My Zoom picture that Econ House is.
Do folks have any other questions? One question I had, I know Professor Lee, you briefly mentioned it. Can you talk a little bit about the study abroad experiences and maybe the $2 a day challenge if Dr. Humphreys is still doing that in a non-COVID world?
So the $2 challenge, unfortunately, it wasn't something that I was involved in, so I don't know exactly. They don't have all the details about it. Aspen, do you have more information about that, about the $2 challenge by Humphrey?
I never got the opportunity to even meet Humphrey, actually. I'm not very aware of the challenge.
Yeah, so from my understanding, what I know is that he used to take students to Honduras and have this $2 challenge activity as well, but I'm not sure if it's still continuing with that or not, and especially with the whole pandemic, it's kind of been canceled off, obviously. Yeah, but I was trying to find the picture for when I took students to the Dallas Fed. Let's see, isn't this the one? Yeah, here we go. Okay. So yeah, this is when we went to the Dallas Fed in 2018, and it was a really fun experience. We took the picture in front of the Dallas Fed logo there, and students had really fun with this. They get to present their research not just in front of faculty, UMW faculty and students, but also in front of students from all over the country, and they really had a fun. And on this, and the travel fee and the hotel, all that is actually sponsored by the school. I put in the undergraduate research grant for this, and most of the time it's approved for up to 6 students, and I take them to Dallas and have them present and have also give them the opportunity to interact with the people there. So this is just one example of this outside class activity that's offered to our majors, where they can have a lot of fun, and also it's a resume builder as well. It's something that you can put on your resume and say that I've presented there, did my own research, presented at a Federal Reserve bank, and I think it's a really good opportunity. And we try to do this a lot to our students, give as many opportunities as possible, so that they can get more experience outside of class. Thank you.